Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. A lot has changed since the last video. A lot has changed. Let's get into it. So needless to say, if I had found where I'm at now in the last video, it probably would have gone a lot better. But I didn't find this area until now after exploring for a while. So I remade the dump truck, I just made a dump truck. And I made this trailer, and what this trailer does is it has a funnel in the top there. And I could bring a truck here and I can load and drive it away without having to come all the way up on top where the machines are going to be. Yeah, excuse me there. That's a sip of my coffee. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to release the tractor. I also researched medium tank tracks, and I put tank tracks on this thing and it just works so much better. It works so much better. -0.2 probably, and I can just do that. Just like that, and then I can say 0.2. I changed the controls over a little bit on it as well. No, let's do this here. Let's -0.5. Alright, and then I'll just crank it to 1. Basically, and it'll just have enough. It's got a motor on it, but the base is electrically driven, right? Because of the change in the controls. So, it's just set up that way. It should have enough electricity in it that it regenerates. If I start the motor, I'll see if I can get up the hill first, and then I'll start the motor. But with the tracks, this thing could basically go anywhere with the tracks on it, so. I mean, I could probably start the motor. What is it? 2 systems, and 1 is start engine. There we go. And that'll just give a little more power to it. And the steering, I finally figured out how to set up steering so it steers smoothly. Yeah, this thing can climb. Absolutely climb. Okay, I want to turn it up just a little bit more. It only has the 3 alternators that are on it, so it might struggle a little bit. But I mean, once it's on flat ground or whatever, and I just give it a chance to recharge, right? Like, we're still climbing the hill, basically. Alright, I just need to get to the crest of the hill. Right here. Then I can stop. I'll just stop right up here, and then I can get the dump truck up here as well. Turn that to 0, and then there you see how fast it recharges. So there's no issue with the electrics. It should be all right. You know, obviously you won't be throttling this when we're mining, because this runs off the RPS. So you can turn the engine right back. It doesn't have to sit here and idle. So we can just turn this right off. And then that will sit there and hopefully it stays. I guess we'll see, huh? We'll see. All right, now's the dump truck's turn. So this is like the least sharpest grade. It's still steep, but each triangle of grade is not that sharp. This is the best way to get up here. All right, now we'll go with the dump truck. Yeah, this is so cool. So yeah, so I remade the dump truck, and then I remade the machine. I replaced the wheels that were on the original one with tracks, and it works pretty good. So I'm going to use it to do some mining, but in a different kind of way. Maybe where I don't need such a large setup. But I just figured for iron and for aluminum and stuff, unfortunately, we are going to need a significant setup. So this one here, you got to climb on the ladder and then up, and then now we're inside it. The clutch is already set up, and then this, you don't want to go above that. So systems are still going. It's got a speedometer on it. Without the trailer, this thing will do over 100. This thing is super fast and big. It's crazy. All right. With the full setup, it only travels at about 17 kilometers an hour, which makes sense. But on its own, this thing's got some stamina to it. Now, I don't know if I'll make it up this hill on the first batch. I might have to turn around and gain a bit of speed here. But it should make it up. If not here, there's another spot on the other side. But that's how I know it should make it up. I can always turn the throttle up just a little bit. Because it doesn't have the trailer, so there we go. Yeah. And there's a cable on here. There's a cable connector on here, and there's a cable connector on the tractor. So if the tractor needs to be recharged, it can recharge from the dump truck. Oh, I'm over this way just a little bit. Oh, I wonder if I need just a little more. Just a little more throttle. No. See, the grade is just... You just have to find that sweet spot. Whatever it is, right? That lets you go. There it is right there, just in between. I'm sliding around too much. There it is. See, it just gives you the tires that little bit of relief. Oh, I slipped off. Come on, come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. All right, no, I'm gonna need a run at it. Oh boy, this thing is fast, so I'm gonna need a run. Like we're doing 100 right now. So let's see if I can get back up there. I should be able to now. Yeah, I have the momentum now. Oh, you can do it. You can do it. Oh, I got so close. Really? So close. Oh, bummer. Can I get up here? What about here? This seems not as steep. Ah, darn. I don't know if any more throttle is really going to help. Like, these tires have got maximum grip. All right, let's try that one more time. Let's try that one more time. Let's try that one more time. We'll see if we can get full speed here. We got to go up this side here. Yes, there it is. There it is. Come on. Come on, you can do it. There it is. Yes. All right. So I can definitely turn that back now. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to this side so I can easily get a fuel truck. Like the smaller trucks can easily make it up there. They won't have as much trouble. The dump truck is massive, right? So I figured I could get up. It just might take a couple of tries, but that proves that it should be okay. So now there's access. There's no access on this side to the site. Oh. There we go. There's no access. There's access right over here. So there's two ways to go. So we can either go up over by that big machine and collect a bunch of the easy piles that are ready. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then that way, because it's going to be dark by the time we get set up. And then that way I can mine and it'll be daytime and it won't be too bad. If I go around the back, we'll sort of be down a pathway. And I want to try the machine out a little bit in the sun. Yeah, cool. So finally got up to the aluminum mine. So there is a few piles here and there. But if you travel all the way across, without just destroying, it is worth it. Oh, please make it up this hill. Whew. It is worth it. Yeah, without the trailer, this thing is pretty good. So down there's all the aluminums down there, but you can't access it from here. You have to access it from the back side of that mountain. It's just a cliff on this side. It's a cliff all the way across there. So I don't know, unless you can go all the way around that side. I haven't actually ventured all the way around that side, but I plan to spend the next couple of videos here just in the mine, you know, just kind of driving around and exploring. I figure why not. Okay, whoa. I just have to be careful. It's a big vehicle and it's got lots of speed, but it's not, you know, it's not a four-wheel drive. It's not a 4x4. It can still flip over and stuff. Yeah, so these are the piles here. There's two sections. So I thought, okay, you know what? This truck here, when it's full, it'll fill up a 2-trailer normal truck that has bins on it. So we'll set up right here. See all these piles here? I figure we'll set up right here. Turn the brakes on. Hopefully I don't slide off the mountain. If I do, I'll have to, I don't know, figure something out, and then I have to run all the way back. That's the unfortunate thing about once being set up, right? I should have put hitches on them and brought the Jeep. That would have been smart. So that's what I'm saying. It's a bit of a setup. I knew in the last video there that I wasn't kind of going to make it on that spot. I just wanted to try. And then I was like, okay, well, if we do go through all this effort to get up there, I want to be able to just get as much as I can while I'm there. Because you see how far we have to go to change positions? Like, it's a couple kilometers. It's just, you know, way, way, way over there. So on the back side of that mound, you can come around here and get access to here. And there's a bunch of piles through there, so we'll probably clean that up after the top section is cleaned up. Oh, come on, keyboard. Is my battery dying? That was kind of weird. Don't be doing that. Here, let me check and see what's going on here. Sometimes it does that. It starts and stops. It starts and stops. It's kind of annoying, actually. Especially in like that. It just starts and stops. Come on. Sticky keys? I'm not sure. Sure is going to make for a long trip, though. Yeah, I don't know if that's me or if that's... It's probably me. Maybe I should change the battery. Seems to be alright now. Maybe it was the music? I don't know. Maybe it could have been the music. It's good now. It's good now. Alright, so do I see the machine? Oh, not quite, huh? We're still a ways away. Now, the good thing is that once the machine gets set up, the dump truck can hold quite a bit. And like I say, once the dump truck is full, I can drive back over here, take the Jeep back to the hangar. The Jeep is spawned in separate. I'll get a truck with 2 bins on it, and then I'll come back and we'll unload the dump truck into the truck with 2 bins on it. Did I come down this way? Oh boy, I might be lost. I see the trailer. Where is the machine? It's like being on the moon. Oh, I gotta go all the way over here? Alright, well at least that's not too bad. Right, so on the flat land, if I need to recharge the machine, I can do that from the, so the dump truck has 3 medium, 3 3x3 crankshafts in it. It's got a pretty hardy engine. So it should have enough power to recharge the machine if it needs it. Which should be, I don't know, just over here, I guess. Holy moly. And then we'll be ready. Yeah, so I added tracks to it. I doubled up the magnets on the feet. The weakness is the pivots, right? The feet kind of work, but the weakness is the pivots. You know, there's always a weakness somewhere. There's always a vulnerability somewhere. So. But it's good. It works really well. And it's large. As you can tell, it's quite large. So I needed a larger vehicle to be able to tow it. It didn't really charge, actually. Let it charge here for a minute. And I should be able to get a fuel truck out here. No problem, no problem. So I wonder if I can run this on to... I can, and then left and right is your try to turn there. What about 3? Come on. Oh, it just turns so slow. I don't want to go any faster because might not be able to recharge. Oh, this is brutal. This is brutal. All right. We're driving. It should go pretty fast once we're able to turn here. That's it. That's as far as we're going. Four, okay. 4's pretty good. And it still is recharging a little bit. That's alright. I wonder if we can do 5. Can we do 5? Barely. 5 would let me turn and not fall off this cliff, preferably. Six is kind of too far. Okay. Well, oh man, this is bugging me. I'm just gonna go full speed just so I can get off this cliff. There we go. Alright, now we can go down to 0.4. Yeah, so I mean, we burn a little bit of fuel here and there. And these things they're not the fastest machines, but once they get set up, they're pretty good. I knew I had the machines in the past with the shovels on the wheels, like the front loaders, and they're okay, but I wanted something, something with the arm on it, and this is pretty cool. So that's it. Yeah, now I just got to journey way over to where the dump truck is. We could do 5 and still recharge. So that's a decent speed. And I can easily get a fuel truck up here and a few other things. So there's plenty of fuel in the dump truck if I need more fuel in this thing. Nice. I'm just happy. I'm happy I was able to get up here with it and get on the move. And it doesn't really steer well at low speed. But I can always crank it to full speed across. You know, I mean, like, the engine's running, so even if the battery does go down, at some point I can just stop and the battery will recharge a little bit. It's hard, right? Because, I mean, you have to go the distance you need to travel so great. You couldn't even put lights up here if you wanted to light a path to where you're working. The distance is just too far. So, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. This seems to be working, so this is alright. Yeah, so a bit of a journey here back to where the dump truck is. Try not to get too close to the cliff. This thing doesn't turn very well, right, at low speed, so. Yeah, it might take a little bit of fuel to get to the side. That's the way it is. But there's plenty of fuel in the dump truck, so I don't know if I can actually get fuel out of the dump truck. I guess that's the problem. Well, let's see. Let's crank it up to 1. If I'm going to be burning fuel, I may as well get my money's worth, or try and get my money's worth. There, I gotta go way over there by that crane. There it is. Just coming over the hill now. Oh, probably another kilometer or something. Where are we at? Yeah, oh yeah, another kilometer. Right, you gotta go so far. And this thing's so heavy. I'm impressed. I really am impressed that the tank tracks do really well. They work really well. Lots of traction. There's the dump truck way over there. Oh my goodness. Oh, driving. I guess driving's a little bit better than walking. It'll be daylight by the time I get there. Cool. So I'll be able to set up and do some mining. I'm impressed with the battery. It's going pretty good. All right. Oh. Yeah, this is just the electric motors. Pushing or pulling this thing along. It's really neat. Oh, I wonder if I can even get up here. Oh boy, this yeah, it's not the RPS, right? It's the electric motors that are driving this thing. So it's really neat to see that just 4 small electric motors are allowing this huge machine to climb up the hill, right? It's impressive. It really is impressive. All right, so now I just have to come around here, and then I'll be where the dump truck is. Yeah, there we are. There we are. Finally. Close call there. Nice, nice. Plenty of fuel. I'll set up here right beside the dump truck. Just like that, I guess. Let's see. So then we turn on the magnets and we lower the feet, and then we can unlock. Oops. Yeah, there we go. And then the arm is really easy. It's just W and S, W and S, and then up and down. So I could almost reach that from here, and then, whoops. See if I can. Oh, I gotta turn this way. I can easily reach, so maybe I should move closer. All right, and then. All right, so, ooh, 1800, okay. Let's go, minus 0.5, and then we'll back up a little bit here. Let's see. Alright, and then we'll just go forward by 1. There we go. set up like that. Alright, so then we say magnets on. Alright. We'll unlock that. And now we can mine. Let's see here. Just have to give it a little bit of the old clutch, and now we're mining. And this gives me my... That's how much I've got collected so far. Perfect. Perfect. This is cool. This is cool. And if I'm too far away, it's easier to maneuver the dump truck, so I can always just get in the dump truck. And, yeah. I'm so happy. It was worth all the effort, everything to get up here, and just to make this happen. This is the coolest thing ever. So we'll see how much raw ore we get. And then we'll have to go, I think it's still 100 per node or something. There's a bunch of nodes here. So while it's mining, I may as well turn this thing off. Alright, so now just the brakes should be on this guy. This guy is, I'll just show you how this, we'll just go over this real quickly. It's got a button here to dump. It doesn't go up very tall, it just goes up a little bit. I thought that was kind of neat, right? And then the funnel. Just something, just something. I might make it dump eventually. You can figure it out. I'm mostly doing this so I can charge the battery. I don't really, I obviously won't be burning this much RPS, because I mean I could sit here and just take my time. This is cool, just be in the machine, mining away, you know. See if we can keep it at 20. Where did I have it at? 15 and 28, was it? There we go. Let it fill up here. Yeah, this is, I'm having a lot of fun in this. This machine turned out really well. I've tried to make these in the past, and I don't know, just something about it, just finally everything kind of clicked. So I'm using a turret, and then in the center of the turret I put a regular pivot, like not a velocity pivot, but the other pivot, the fluid pivot, so it only turns half 180 degrees instead of 360 degrees, and maybe that's why things work out a little bit better with this one. All right, we are going. Yeah, see, I'm burning a lot less fuel, and it's charging. We're at 25 RPS. That's where we'll sit at, 28 and 15. Oh, that node is almost gone. So cool. I wonder what each hopper holds. Did they change that? Oh, there is some coal in there. I wonder why there's some coal in there. Oh well. There's always a little bit of that coal. Look at that. Yeah, so we got the dump truck, which can run the ore, And then we have our extractor. Oh, 90 is the fill level. Oh, and they all have a little bit of coal in them. All right. Oh, I don't know what the fill level is, but anyways. Keeps going. Keeps going. This is the total. This is all of those together. Is the total there. Alright. Wow, it just keeps going. So I guess I could see if it, I'm definitely going to have to move I'll move the truck closer while we're waiting here. This is a little bit easier to, well, you know what, there is no, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. There's no reverse on the truck yet. We don't need that. We don't need that. No reverse. There's brakes. I'm just gonna turn around here. Whoa, 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 whoa. This thing rips. It absolutely rips. I'll get closer to it. Oh no, that might have been a mistake. There we go, there we go. Perfect, perfect. Oh, that's done. We've got 774 and that node is done. So we could just move over here like that and continue to collect. This thing's awesome. Right, and then when I'm done, let's see, when I'm done, and spin this way. Should just be able to reach, yeah, and there's a funnel button. There we go. Nice. I dumped some on the side there. Maybe that's coal, I don't know. Hopefully it's the coal. Just like that. Bada bing, bada boom. Right on. Well, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one.